Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Product Manager channel. My name is Tom, and today we're going to talk about 5 skills that you need to develop to become an awesome product manager. So if that sounds good to you, stay tuned, smash the like, and let's jump right in. Skill number 1, customer empathy. This is the most critical skill that you need to develop as a product manager. Your role is to understand what customer wants and create the most value through your product. Whether it's a mobile app, a website, chatbot, Alexa, it doesn't matter. You need to talk to your customer and really understand what do they want. How can you help them in their journey? To do that, you can do some user research, maybe some user interview. You can also do some, read some feedback. Maybe there is a feedback form on your application. Find ways to get the data and the feedback from your customer. Listen, have some empathy, and once you have a good understanding of the challenges, then you can start focusing on the solution and make assumption, which will take us to the skill number 2, analytical. You really need to have a strong analysis background to solve the problem. So now that you have a good understanding of your customer problem, look at the data that you have collected, whether it's behavioral data or key metrics, and try to slice the data and understand the pattern of how your customer are using your application. And oftentimes this will help you to find a solution. So typically what you want to do is to look at the data, find some opportunity, find some problem or pain point that might correlate or confirm the pain point that you have found talking to your customer. And then use problem-solving skills to make assumption. Perhaps my customer are not converting as good as I want because I need a better description on the page. So come up with the problem, do the analysis, make assumptions. Perhaps you can even make 2 or 3 assumptions and run some A/B testing. And then implement that solution that you think is most likely going to help your customer. And then again, you can iterate, look at the data again, and see if you were right and if you can even improve even further. So analysis skills is very, very critical. So it will help you to make data-driven decisions. The next one is being technical. And don't get scared. You don't necessarily need to be an engineer or a developer. You don't necessarily need to understand coding, but the more familiar with technical concepts and architecture you are, the stronger you will be. And there's a few reasons for that. First, you will be able to clearly communicate with your development team and your tech lead on what you want to do with this app. Second, you will be able to understand the complexity and even feasibility of your ideas and features that you want to implement. And that will help you make better trade-off decisions because you will have that effort understanding. So for example, if you have one feature you think is gonna bring a ton of value to your customer, but then you realize it's a very, very complex feature to implement and it might take you like 3 weeks to implement. Versus you have another feature that you think will bring some value, maybe not as much as the first one, but it's pretty good. And it's also very easy to implement. And you can do it in, let's say a week. Then when you do the trade-off analysis, you might want to go with feature 2 because you will be able to bring some value much faster to your customer as opposed to wait 3 weeks to bring the big bang value. So having technical skills help you make those technical trade-off. And if you're not technical, if you don't have a technical background, that's okay. Just talk to your dev team, talk to your tech lead, talk to your architect, and with time and experience, you will become more familiar with this. Skill number 4, very, very important to have great communication skills. Communication is key for product manager because you deal with stakeholders at many different levels. First, once you understand the problem, you made assumption, you did the analysis, you talked to your tech lead, you feel very strong about a specific feature or project that's gonna increase the value for your customer. Well, now you have to pitch this idea to perhaps the management or the leaderships that will give you the funding or resource to go out and develop this feature. So you need to be able to present your idea, perhaps write a business case, and influence those decision makers. Very critical. But that doesn't stop here, right? Once you get the sign up and the okay from the leadership, in order to implement that new feature efficiently, without any defect, you need to clearly articulate your vision to the tech team. Again, having those technical skills we talked about will help you, but basically you need to communicate the functional requirements to the devs. You might write user story, and we can talk about that in another video. You might do a kickoff meeting with your team and to clearly explain why we're building these features and how it's going to help us solve a customer. But bottom line, the better you can communicate the value and explain the vision with the development team, the faster they will be able to implement, and this will also avoid rewrites in case of any confusion. So this is very critical. And the last one is passion. And for this one, you might say like, hey Tom, you need passion to be successful at any job, and you're probably right. But in product management, I feel, and that's my opinion again, I feel like you really need to be passionate about the customer, clearly understand what they want, again have this empathy, and their needs and their wants evolve over time. So you have to have this passion and this curiosity to stick with them and understand how their needs evolve. Same thing with the technology. Technology evolves so fast, and every month you have new tools at your disposal. You have new features, whether you build on a web platform, on a mobile platform, you have new technology that's coming up every month, and things that you could not do a few years ago, you can do now with the current technology. So you have to stay up to date with that part, which will help you solve your problem for your customer. And finally, we always say a product manager has no authority. You only power is to influence people and to convey your idea. So this takes a relentless passion and dedication to constantly push for your ideas and to do the right thing for your customer. So if you don't have any passion, it might not be the right job for you. If you do, this is probably one of the most amazing jobs where product management, you create things, you create value for the customer, you can make a meaningful impact to your customer. So hopefully that will make sense with you. Okay, so we went through our 5 skills, so let's just summarize really quick. The first one, customer empathy. Again, listen and understand your customer challenges. Second one, analytic skills and problem solving to try to find the best solution to the problem. Number 3, technical understanding, which will help you make trade-off decision and build the right feature faster. 4, great communication to influence the leadership and the decision maker, as well as articulate the vision with the development team. And finally, number 5, passion and drive, which, like a lot of other jobs, will really allow you to continue to grow in your career and continuously learning new things and just get better, right? So that's it, guys. This is my top 5, at least for now. I'm curious to see what you think. Is there any other skills that might be more important that I've missed? Please leave them on the comment below, and let's have a chat about it. So that's it for today. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.